Alright guys, welcome to another video. This one's more of a serious video, and today I want to talk about something that I think has been on my mind for a while. And it has something to do with the type of content I produce on this channel, and as most of you might have already noticed, the types of videos I do on this channel have shifted into a totally different direction. Like most of you have probably found me through my racing game videos, most probably Forza, but maybe also Need for Speed. But definitely most of you have found me through racing games. And this is probably the reason why most of you are subscribed to this channel, and also most likely the reason why you're watching this video right now. And it's been a while since I've made a racing game video, and the truth is I don't really intend to go back to making to fully shift my channel back on racing games, because it sucks. It totally sucks to be a racing game YouTuber. It really does. Like, I started making racing game videos I think back in early 2016, but back then they were still in German. And eventually when I made my channel English, basically, I also shifted my full focus towards racing games. And for a while this was really fun, and it definitely has brought a lot of attention to my channel and stuff. But near the end of the year I realized that this type of content is incredibly stale and boring to produce. It's just not fun at all. I think the most fun I had was like theorizing racing games that are not really out yet, you know, making wish lists or, you know, that sort of stuff. Because like that I could like still bring a lot of thoughts and ideas into a video, and it was really fun to produce. And that was like probably the most fun I've had with racing game related stuff. I never really had any issues with making those kinds of videos. It was really fun, but that wasn't really all I was doing back then. I was also like, I guess, kind of reporting news when it came to new information about upcoming racing games. And this has, without a doubt, brought in the most views and most attention. And it's probably, yeah, I'd probably go as far and say that this was probably like the worst type of content I ever produced in my entire life. Because it's stressing you out. It's absolutely stressing you out, because you're always on Twitter waiting for new information, or, you know, any piece of information, and as soon as something hits, you drop everything you're doing. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, but you drop everything and you make this video as fast as possible. And that's why I personally think that those news-related videos are like my worst videos. They took like no effort and anyone could have made them. But you're always on the edge to really get out the info before anyone else, because if you're too slow and someone else has been first, your video's most likely not gonna get as many views and attention. And this is really the key point that I think was like one of my own worst mistakes. It made me focus more on attention and being first and being, you know, getting all this attention and views and subs towards my channel. And I think this is really what's the side effect of being a racing game YouTuber. Because there isn't really a lot of content you can produce if you are, or if like your entire channel revolves around racing games. There isn't really much to do. I mean, you can play racing games on your channel too, and that's also what I did, and you can make some kinds of challenges. But there isn't much you can do. Like, you can play through the story and then do some multiplayer related stuff, and that's it. There isn't really much you can do with the racing game in terms of video content. And I personally think that racing game videos have become incredibly boring to watch, because it's the same stuff over and over again, just with different games. I mean, just go to the most popular racing game channels and you'll most likely find Speed Glitch, Cops and Robbers Challenge, another Speed Glitch, what's the fastest car, how to get a lot of credits, Money Glitch. It's the same stuff, just over and over and over again, just always with a different game. And I think the reason why that is because racing games, let's face it, racing games have become incredibly stale. Incredibly stale. There's barely anything that really just reinvents the wheel, you know? I think The Crew 2, I know a lot of you hate The Crew, but The Crew 2 at least tries to bring something new to the table. Especially considering multiplayer, which is like the main thing to do after you complete like the story of a racing game. The games aren't too different from each other. Like Forza, NFS, The Crew. Where's the big difference? Back when Underground released, or back when Most Wanted released, those games were like mind-blowing. Those were like, this was like really new stuff that was like innovative and kept us playing for years. Now look at Need for Speed 2015, or hell, even Need for Speed Payback. Barely anyone plays those games anymore because what's new? And same goes for Forza. Don't get me wrong, I love Forza. I have a Forza poster right here at my desk. It's a good game, but is it really that different from Forza Horizon 2? I don't really think so, and I don't think Forza Horizon 4 is gonna be either. The genre has just become extremely stale, and this has made it extremely hard to make like new and interesting and innovative and fun content about racing games. And this is really why I stopped, because I don't really care too much about subs and views. I mean, I could go on with racing games and I would probably have 10,000 subscribers by now if I would have continued. But this isn't really what I care about the most. To me, like the making content stuff is like what's important. You know, if I don't have fun making videos, then what's the point? And I think this really shows, because most popular racing game YouTubers have really changed over the years, I think. And I think a good example for that is Black Panther, who's been uploading more and more vlogs over the past few months. And I totally get why he does that. You know, it's just because it's really exhausting to keep making the same kind of content over and over and over and over again, but just with a different game. It's like doing the same kind of work every week, just in a different office every time. It's like, it still gets stale. And it still gets boring. Now, I don't want to discourage any one of you. If you want to become a racing game YouTuber and you want to, you know, do those kinds of videos, by all means, go ahead. Go ahead. But don't really expect it to be like fun for more than a year. That's my opinion. So where does that leave me? I mean, I might still make videos about racing games. You know, I might still talk about certain games that are coming out or stuff like that. So racing games are not like completely wiped out off of this channel. It's just that this isn't really just what I want to focus on anymore. I want to have more variety on this channel, and I think so far this has really worked well. I've shifted my vlogs back to this channel. I started making videos about, you know, certain YouTube challenges, and I do these kinds of videos. And I think like that really makes it a lot more fun for me to produce, and I think this might be also more exciting for you guys to not like watch the same kinds of videos over and over again. I will not play games, like I will not specifically sit down and play games on this channel anymore. I don't think that's something I want to do. I think I'd rather have like conversation in my videos, or, you know, be like, I guess, entertaining. That sounds weird, but yeah. Whenever I want to play something, I'll probably do that on Twitch from now on. So whenever you want to see me play a game again, follow my Twitch. But yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to say. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like trying to trash talk any YouTubers that have been doing racing games over the years, but I just don't really think it's fun for them anymore. And I think it shows too. And by that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you understand. I mean, if you are now kind of like bummed out about it and wanna unsubscribe, feel free to. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad. You subscribe for racing games, and this isn't really what I mainly deliver anymore. So yeah. For those of you who will stick around and want to stick around, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for just being here still. And I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.